Hey everybody, it's Catrice from When Models Talk. Today we have a special guest, but before I get into that, before he comes on, I'm going to let you guys know exactly where you can catch this podcast for When Models Talk, and that is on Spotify, Anchor, Pocket Cast, Google Podcast, Overcast, Breaker, Pocket Cast, and RadioCast. Also, you can check out my YouTube, Models Like Me, to get all the videos as far as all the lives, as well as Instagram, Models Like Me Consulting Agency, or check out Real K Bailey, Catrice Bailey. All right, and that's on Instagram too, 2 pages. Also, Facebook under Catrice Bailey, you can catch some of the lives and all that good stuff. So, thank you everybody for tuning in. And I want to say thank you for listening as well. And today is, like I said, it's going to be a great interview. So I'm excited about this because it's a lot of good information for everyone to, get their hands on. So if you got a paper and a pen, write it down. If not, just listen to any of the podcasts anytime on any of the different outlets I already told you about as far as podcasts are concerned. And there you go. It's going to be a good one. Now we're just waiting for our special guest, which is RocSTarP. And in the meantime, let me see. What I want to do is tell everybody go out and vote. Go out and vote. It's coming up November, the beginning of November. If you do not have, you're not registered. I don't know if you still can register. I'm really not sure. But please go out and vote. We really need to make sure that we are voting this election, whoever can do it. I don't care who you vote for. Just go out and vote. And let's make it life-changing. This year been life-changing anyway. So at the end of the day, let's make it life-changing and go out and vote, because everybody has been going through so much this year so far, and it's not done yet. And we have so much more to do. And we want to make sure that whoever's in office is someone that is definitely deserving to be there and has our best interest at heart. We cannot have a person that's only about business. He needs to know about the people and know what we need and what we want as well. So yeah, and also you got your vice presidents too, not just the president. So be mindful of that too. Just make sure you're keeping updated on the election. That's something I have to go back and do as well, to check out all the debates and everything else. But yeah, because I don't watch a lot of TV, but not regular TV anyway. But definitely make sure that you're voting this election, and also doing what's best for you and your family. Also, everyone stay healthy and happy, and continue to just do what you got to do, because it's not going. If we don't put the right person in office, it's not going to get easier. It ain't gonna get easier anyway, but it might. But at least we have the right leadership, and I think leadership is very important right now for our country and for just everything and anything we're doing, whether it's statewide or countrywide or internationally, whatever it is. We need to definitely be all coming together and helping one another. Especially, I want to give shout outs to people who are out there risking their lives for just to help us. People in the medical field, people working at the hospitals, people taking care of elderly, people taking care of people in general as far as residential aides. I was one at one point in time, and it's not easy. So, and they're risking their lives because you never know what's going on. Hey, RocSTarP. Hey, sir.
Hola. How you doing, Miss Bailey?
I thought it was my internet. I think it was my internet. It's jacked.
Your internet is jacked. Oh no, you're good. As soon as let me hit him. I'm like, oh, I'm right here. It's cool.
Okay. Okay, so y'all, we got RocSTarP.
Do you? Where you at?
Yeah.
Oh shoot, let me find out. Sorry, no, I'm playing.
The owner of allflamerz.com, co-host of upcoming podcast, 2 Peas in a Pod with co-star
Stormy P.
That's gonna be Stormy.
Stormy P.
Oh, so
Stormy
she got
P.
P too.
Yeah, that's why it's 2 peas in a pod.
I ain't think about that.
I ain't even think.
Not Stormy Pleasure?
it was Stormy Pleasure, but she kind
Okay.
of took the pleasure off and just made it P. Yeah.
Okay, I got it. All right. Okay, two
Yeah,
P's in the pod.
she took off the leisure. She took off the leisure. It's just P now.
Okay. So, and that's gonna be, I think that's gonna be a really great show. We're gonna get into that.
Right.
Also, he is the host. He was the host of Urban Expressions, and he has hosted rap battles, events, and parties.
Mm-hmm.
We're gonna talk about Urban Expressions and all that good stuff too. So, and
Don't make me
also he
try
is
to
the
sound
brand
so
ambassador.
cool. Don't make me try to sound so cool. Like, don't do it. Don't do
He is
it.
a brand ambassador. So everyone, please welcome RocSTarP. They're clapping silently.
Woo!
All
We
right,
in the
don't mind
building.
me if my allergies has been acting up all day.
That's cool. I think that's like everybody else.
I'm like, what's going on? They usually happen in the springtime.
Yeah, you gotta take you some Benadryl real quick. You gonna be good. She
I ain't
said,
trying to
no, no
fall sick. That's the
Benadryl, no
problem.
Benadryl. It's,
No.
yeah, you gotta take it like around bedtime. You'll be all right.
Yeah, I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna do that because then I'll be knocked all the way out.
I'm
Okay,
okay.
so normally I would do an icebreaker, but for time, I want to make sure because we got a lot to go over. So for time, I want to make sure we, get everything out the way and done.
Hey,
So,
I'm on your time. Let's get it.
okay, our topics for today are hosting, interviewing, allflamerz.com, creating an event, two P's in a pod, environment, and also urban expression.
All right, that sounds cool. Let's
All
get
right.
it.
Yes, let's get into it. Well, as far as getting started, how did your career in entertainment start?
My career in entertainment, it started with Urban Expressions when I was a teenager. I started off as an intern. I started off doing the Club UX website. That's how I got in. I got in because I started doing the website. I was like kind of the person that introduced Urban Expressions to the World Wide Web. You know what I'm saying? Like, nah, we need to get on the internet. That's important right now. So we did that, and that was basically my start right there.
Okay. Saying that you were a teen getting into entertainment,
Mm-hmm.
how was it growing up being in the entertainment world? How was that process of growing up in it?
It was cool. It had its ups and its downs because you kind of grow up on TV. Random people walking up to you. Oh man, you're getting big. Like, you look older. Like, I don't even know who you are, but hey, what's up? You know what I mean? Like, you got to get used to stuff like that. But it was good though. I did a whole lot. I seen a lot. I met a lot of people. It was a real dope experience. The only problem I do have is it kind of messes up the experience when I got older. Like a lot of things that I do now, I don't get as excited for because I did a lot already when I was a teenager. You know what I'm saying? So that's the only thing. It kind of takes away from my experience now. But other than that, I wouldn't change it. It's all good.
Okay. It's basically like saying, so someone who may be like, oh my gosh, this person is in the room. You're like, oh, that's them. You're like,
Yeah,
they're so
basically.
excited.
Yeah, basically. Yeah,
But you're like, okay,
basically.
I already met them. I've seen so many different types, so many people that it really doesn't excite me as much as it used to be, depending on the person.
Yeah, that's the thing though. Like I'll be around people and they be like, they be so hyped and excited. And like sometimes I be wanting that same feeling. Like I want that excitement too, but I just can't get it.
Yeah.
I used to have that excitement, but I don't have it anymore. I wish I can get it back, but it might come back. You never know.
You never know. There might be somebody that really might be like, oh my gosh, it's that person.
Like, oh shoot, like, oh yeah. I'm pretty sure some people out there that's like that. That really do that to me.
I have gotten like that a few times. And my sister was like, girl, calm down. Like, relax. And I'm like, but no, it's this person.
Yeah, nah, it probably only happened like to me for like twice. And I was like, oh shoot, like
are some of your experiences that you had early on and in
Experience as
entertainment?
far as
Like,
what?
as far as learning people and
Mm-hmm.
how people work, what to do, what not to do, um, learning how to not take things too seriously. We
Mm-hmm.
talked about that.
Well, yeah, well, that I learned not to take things too seriously, and I learned that everybody's different. So, like, you kind of like can't like something that you do like over here, you can't do over there. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Like, you kind of gotta be a chameleon in the entertainment industry. And
Mm-hmm.
far as making people comfortable and stuff like that, like I used to be like, man, I'm just gonna be me. Da, 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 da. Then I realized I just can't be me in every single room. You know,
Yeah.
I kind of gotta turn it on and turn it off in some places, but you know, that comes with experience, though.
Yeah, with learning that, okay, just because I'm very loud in one area, in one meeting,
Hmm.
because I can be,
Right,
doesn't mean that I can go over here. I need to be a student over here. I might be the
right,
teacher here, but I need to be a student over here.
right. Like people say that to me all the time. Like they'll see me like host a party, like host an event, and then like I come off stage like, how did you do that? Like, how did you just turn it on like that? Like you were just calm, like, and then you just, you know, went ham. Like, I don't know, it just happens like that.
It's a whole switch.
Yeah, it's a whole
I'm
switch.
working.
I mean,
I'm working on
this
that.
switch comes on. Yeah, this switch comes with experience. It's this whole switch. You just gotta turn it on whenever.
About that, because
Mm.
I believe I was telling you before that you're very quick when it comes to basically turning it on, and then you're quick with your words too, and and doing that. How were you always like that, or was that something you had to build?
Ah, nah. Definitely not. Nah. You can't. That comes with time too. That comes with experience. It comes from seeing yourself. Like that's how I said. That's the number one thing I tell anybody that wants to be in front of entertainment is to make sure you record yourself and look at yourself. And you know you'll see certain things that you'll do. You'll be like, nah, I ain't doing that no more. Hold, let me fix
Uh-huh.
that. Let me fix this. And the number one thing in entertainment when you're hosting, it can't be any dead air. It can't be no dead time. So if you're gonna be hosting, you better make sure you know what you're gonna say whenever, however. It can't be no dead air going on.
I know. I'm learning.
She said, I'm learning. I'm learning.
Yeah, because I know watching show.
Like Shelly, hey Shelly, just talked her right up. That's crazy.
Yes, but
She
watching
must
her do sing on a Saturday
she must
night.
have heard sing on a Saturday night and just
Yes,
logged in real quick.
but watching her do sing on a Saturday night, it definitely had me learn a lot about, and even doing it now on Zoom when it comes
Hmm.
to not having dead air. I'm still learning that part because
Hi
I'm
Mary
such a
campaign.
planner. That
Hmm. I'm
huh?
just saying hi to people. Go ahead, I'm listening to you.
Oh, but I'm so used to planning out things that when it comes to dead air, I haven't planned the dead air part. So
Hmm.
I just be trying to improvise, and it don't really work out sometimes. That's why it's called editing a video
Hmm.
because I gotta take that part out. Like, okay, let me cut that so that people will be like, okay, what is she doing?
All right.
But
Well, I mean, a lot of where that comes from, like when you don't have nothing to say, that's because you thinking that you're saying like you thinking that like you gotta say something particular. Like you ain't gotta say nothing in particular. You just gotta be you. Like whatever is going on in your head, just say it. It's all right. That's why that's why you're the host. They want to know what's going on in your head, what you want to say. So go ahead, it's fine. You ain't gotta like try to
yep,
censor yourself because that be half of the time. That be half of the problem in your head when you don't know what to say. You be trying to censor yourself in your head. Like, oh, can I say this? Can I just go ahead? You got the mic. You got the power. Just rock out. You cool.
okay. So like you said before, though, it took practice and it took time. It wasn't like you had it right
No,
away.
I ain't have it right away. Not at all. Nah, not at all.
So getting into hosting, you already dropped a couple jewels on what a person can do as far as hosting is concerned,
Mm-hmm.
like different tips. I know one thing you said is, well, ties into interviewing too. But what are some tips when it comes to hosting? Some things that people need to know. Because you already said they have the power.
Right.
But some people don't think they got the power. They don't know that.
As long as you got the microphone in your hand, you got the power. Like, it don't matter about hecklers in the crowd or nothing. Like, you got the mic, so they listening to you. Like, so it don't matter.
That's true.
So, long as you got your confidence, as long as you know you got the power when you got the mic in your hand, and you already kind of know what you're going to be doing and knowing what you're going to be talking about on the stage, and you're just not going out there just winging it,
Yeah.
And the number one thing I always tell people, like I said, is to make sure you record yourself. Like nothing, there's no better teacher than a camcorder. Like a camcorder gonna teach you a lot about yourself.
You be like, "Oh, did I do that on camera? I can't
Yeah,
do
exactly.
that again. That wasn't
Exactly.
cute."
Yeah,
I just
exactly.
can't help myself. I just the same
You're your
way that
biggest.
I
You're your biggest teacher. So.
Yeah, that's true. The same way that I act on camera, though, is the same way I act in real life. So I really can't change it.
No, and that's cool. That's the whole point. If I
I be
book
cracking
Catrice
up laughing
Bailey,
at myself.
that's what I'm expecting. I'm expecting the laughing and the giggling and the modeling. Like that's what I expect if I book you. So yeah, be yourself.
Yeah, because you're being 100% yourself, and that's giving people the real you, so they know exactly what they're getting if you're going to be hosting or doing anything for them as far as the job is concerned.
Right. Exactly. Like if somebody booked me to do an event and I show up in a 3-piece suit, they're gonna be looking at me, like it's cool, but
Like you look
not,
nice, but
you
what
look
is
nice
this?
and all,
I
but
can't book you for that.
this is not what I expected. Like so this gonna be me.
That's true, because even with modeling jobs, when you submit your picture to them and they book you off your picture, like my face shot is straight hair. So if I show up with braids and they don't gonna look at me like, girl,
Exactly.
you're supposed to have straight hair.
Exactly. This is not what I booked. I booked that
Yes,
picture with you with your straight hair. Where is the girl with the straight hair? Exactly. It's the
exactly,
same
and
thing.
it better not be another color because that's not gonna work.
Right.
Your hair was
Exactly.
black in the picture.
Like you had an afro in that picture. Now you coming with your hair all laid. Like that's not what I was looking
Yes,
for. Yeah,
yes, I
exactly.
want power to the people right now.
Exactly. That's exactly how it works.
Yeah.
I want what I booked.
Yes. So, what are some gigs that you have done? Some hosting jobs that you have done?
Like when? Like I did a lot of them. Like this year?
So,
Nothing this year.
so nobody really do nothing this year.
I don't think so. Nah.
But I know you did something for Kicks USA.
Okay. Yeah, I did. I hosted. That was like my first corporate gig too. So that was, no. Let me not. That was like my second corporate gig. So that was real big for me. But I did
Okay.
Kicks USA. I did. I hosted the Philly Hip Hop Awards twice.
That's.
Huh?
I'm about to say that's where we met, but no, that's not true because I met you before that.
Nah, that ain't true. That definitely ain't true. Shelly probably like, right, like, what you talking about? It's the first time. Yeah, I met you plenty of times.
But yes,
But I
and
hosted a couple
I know you
drinks
did
though.
Pan Jam.
Pan Jam. Oh yeah, Pan Jam. I did Pan Jam. That's what Keep 'em Up the Block. That was for the kids and everything at the movie theater. That was dope. Yeah, it was a couple drinks though. I don't really remember all offhand.
And I know you did some rap battles. You did it with Making the Band. Because everybody know Making well.
Okay, that wasn't a rap battle.
Everybody
That was
know Making the
actually a
Band.
show. That was a show that I did. That's actually funny. I was the first person I did a show with Enos and Don Line, and they didn't see each other in 10 years. So I was the first person to actually bring them
Wow.
together in 10 years. And they said that, like, yo, if it wasn't for you, I still not haven't seen him. Like, so yeah, that was real dope for me. Yeah, that was hot. Yeah, that was a real hot situation. Yeah, that was dope. I grew up watching Making in the Band, and and to be able to bring them together and all that, bring them to Philly, yeah, that was dope.
Yes, because that was a classic.
Yeah,
Speaking of
that was,
band,
yeah,
that I don't know why that stopped coming on. They should have did another season. Did they do 2 seasons?
yeah, they did a couple joints. Remember, they did the one with the females, and they did the one with the boy band.
Okay.
They
Yeah, they
did Day
did.
26, and they Danity Kane and the man. So they did 3 of them.
That's true. I
Hmm.
think he stopped after that. Either way, I watched them all.
Yeah, that's because people got tired of watching them to build the band, and then they dismantle after the first album. Like they got tired of that.
Yeah, that was stupid because it's like, come on, y'all doing great. Like, keep it going. Make some
Yeah,
money. Let's get some money, y'all.
I was the band fan. Like that was I still got the album and everything. Like yeah, that was a true
Yes, I
fact.
remember the songs. I still remember the song. Okay, so you also have done fundraisers, and you've done a lot of different things. You've done birthday parties. You've done a whole bunch of stuff over
I did
time.
bar mitzvah. I did my first bar mitzvah.
Yeah. How was that experience?
That was super dope. It's actually funny how that happened because I hosted a show and my man Freck Billionaire, he's a
Uh-huh.
rapper. He was actually in attendance and he heard me say on the stage, if anybody want to book me to host anything, you know what I mean, weddings, bar mitzvahs, I do it all. Like I was
Uh-huh.
joking, but I do it all. And he actually got booked. He actually had got booked to do a bar mitzvah and called me.
Wow.
Was like, yo, I can't do this joint without you, bro. Like, you have to do this joint with me. And I did it, and it was fire. Yeah, I said it
Yes,
was
I saw.
cool.
Look how y'all was having a good time.
Nah, we did. It was pretty dope. The kids, they was excited in there. It was hot.
Because I was like, they look like they turned all the way up, and them kids having a
Yeah,
good time at this daggone bar mitzvah.
yeah, they was turned. It was hot. It was dope. That was my dope first bar mitzvah.
So backtrack and tell me about the your experience with the Philly Hip Hop Awards
PYT,
and
hello,
hosting
hey,
that.
hello. You said my experience with the Philly Hip Hop Awards.
Yeah, like how was that hosting that, especially with Stormy P?
It was hot. She's like, yeah, she's super dope. Like she makes it
Mm-hmm.
real easy for me. And it was funny how that happened because like I took Jimmy the Saint, who does the show, who
Yeah.
runs the show. I told him because Keith from Up the Block hosted the show before the year before.
Mm-hmm.
So and he was looking for somebody else to do it, and I let him know. Keith let him know, like, yeah, you should look at RocSTarP. And then I told him the same thing. I'm like, yeah, if you looking for somebody that's as good as Keith, you know what I mean, you gotta holler at
Uh-huh.
me. They was like, nah, I don't know, man. I don't know if you could do that, man. I don't know if you could do it. Da-da-da-da-da. He let me do it. I killed that John, and I ended up doing it 2 years in a row. So that's how that happened.
Yeah. See, and that's the thing about connections too, because you knew Keith from Up the Block from Urban Expressions.
Hmm.
So he gave you a good word saying, yo, you should have RocSTarP do it. Like, come on.
Hmm. She said, "Come on."
I'm just saying. If you
But
look at
Jimmy wasn't trying to let me do it though at first. He wasn't trying to let me do it, but he did let me do it. So I thank Jimmy for having the confidence in me to hold it down. I appreciate that.
yes, because you did an excellent job. You was on point. You was ready every single time. Because I was one of the models.
Go girl,
I
go
think the
girl.
first year or the second year. I
Hmm.
think it was the second year you did. I don't know. I don't remember.
I
But
know. I think I do remember that. Yeah, I do remember that. You
it
was
might have
coming
been the
out with the
first.
you was coming out with the awards and all that, right? Yeah, I remember. Yeah, I remember. You go girl. I
Yeah.
remember.
That night I was doing my job. I was like, what y'all need me to do? Change this dress, get back down, do another work. Change that dress, get back down, do another work. It
Uh huh.
wasn't funny.
Yeah, not at all.
And my sister was in it. Was she in it? No, she was my assistant that year.
Hmm.
She didn't. I don't think she modeled. I don't know. But either way, it was a very, very good experience. So it taught me about being at an award show and y'all did such a great job hosting because y'all was on point every single time. It didn't matter if the miles were taking too long. It didn't matter how the show was going. Y'all just flowed with it, and y'all did an amazing job.
Mm-hmm.
So,
That comes from doing your own events too. Like I kind of know how the show is supposed to go.
mm-hmm,
You know what I'm saying? So like I don't really need direction all the time.
uh-huh,
I kind of know what already needs to be done at that particular time.
mm,
So I try to put the promoter's mind at ease during events.
yeah, yeah, and let them
My
know
man
like,
May
okay, before
oh,
we
shout
get
out to my
in,
man Mayo. Shout out to my man Mayo. He in the building. What's happening? I see you.
hey Mayo,
Mrs.
shout out to
Douglas.
my
Hey, hello,
man
Miss
Mayo. I
Douglas.
know that's
Hello.
right, Miss Douglas. Hey girl. Okay, so my next question is, oh,
Don't mind me when I be cutting you off to say hi to everybody that come in here, because I do
no, it's fine.
appreciate everybody that comes in here.
Yeah. Whew, I'm trying to keep my allergies from not acting up. All right, so next question is, what are some with hosting? How important it is? Well, I know we talked about how important it is to be yourself
Hmm.
when it comes to hosting, so people can know who you are and know what they're getting. So I
Hmm.
just answered that question because we already said it. Um, okay, what about environment?
Hmm.
Would you say different environments require different personalities, which is something we did talk about, but when it comes to people, how do you respond to good orders and bad orders? So, and if elaborate on that.
How do I respond to good auras and bad auras?
Yeah, because sometimes we get around different types of people when we have to do different events.
I mean,
But
that's
how
the
do you
thing. It
respond to that?
depends. Like, are you talking like personally, or are you talking about just strictly business? Because if
Strictly
you talking
business.
about personal, yeah, if you talking about personal, if it's negative energy, I'm just not around it at all. Like, cool.
I
But
know
like
that's
in this
right.
business, yeah, but in this business, you are gonna have to deal with negative and positive energy, and I just deal with it. You know, I don't care. It's business. I don't really care what your energy is like right now. I'm here to do a job. I just do my job and I be out.
I know that's right. If you got any type of negativity, and sometimes I gotta catch myself and make sure I ain't the
Hmm.
negative.
Right. You gonna be around negative energy all the time, like especially in this business. Like that ain't nothing. Like I ain't worried about that. Just do your job and go ahead.
So moving on into entertain environment of the
Hmm.
entertainment industry, what advice
Hmm.
do you have for those in it and those that want to be in this field as far as entertainment is concerned? And what I mean by that is, them doing their research. Elaborate more on that.
Philly Finals, what's up? Um,
Yeah.
uh, for people that want to be in this business,
Yeah.
the first thing I tell them is to always research the business. Like research the business that you want to be in. And when I
Mm-hmm.
say research it, I don't mean like, oh, what's this term mean? What's that term? I mean, like, really do your research. Like, what are you really getting yourself into? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, you don't want to
Yeah.
be putting in all this work and then you get to a certain point and then you realize, this ain't really what I signed up for. You don't
Yeah.
want to put yourself through that. You know, you want to know exactly what you signing up for, what you putting yourself into.
Mm-hmm.
And this is something that you really want. I mean, just keep doing it.
Yeah.
Just start. That's the hardest part is just starting. A lot of people don't do it because it's hard. Oh, it's got to do this. I got to do that. Just start. That's the hardest part. Once you start, you know what I mean. You good. Just keep going.
Yeah. That's the process of getting started. I think a lot of people get there are so many hurdles or so many things that you go through in the process of getting started that people never
Hmm.
get over that hurdle to get what is going to get to the point where it's going to look like after that.
Right.
I'm just like, can I just get something finished? I want to get something finished because I know once it's finished and it's done, it's going to be a
Hmm.
constant flow. So,
Right. So that's what I'm saying. So the hardest thing is just starting. I mean, it's once you start and you get once you know like it's like going in the pool. The water be cool. You keep tapping your toe in there, tapping your toe, and the water is still cold. It ain't gonna get no warmer. You just gotta jump in the water, and then eventually your body temperature is cool now. You know what I'm saying? You good with the
yeah,
water. Just jump in the water and you'll be all right.
yeah. And what about what would you say for somebody who knows how to do multiple things when it comes to entertainment? What
Do
should
all
they
of
be
it.
doing?
Do all of it. Do everything. Oh yeah, like yeah, use everything you know how to do. I don't care what it is. If you know how to model, you know how to act, you know how to rap, you know how to sing, whatever. Just do all of it. If you know how to do websites, if you know how to do radio, whatever it is you know how to do, utilize all your talents. Utilize everything because you don't know what people is going to gravitate to.
Yeah,
So yeah,
that's
that's what
true.
I would tell somebody. Like just utilize everything. Everything you know how to do, just do it.
And because I feel like if you don't, then it's like putting your own self in a box, not somebody else putting you in a box. It's you
hmm
putting yourself in a box. And it's like, okay, I have so much layers to me. Why not? Especially if it's in this field that I can actually that I love to do. Why not constantly, keep on moving forward in that?
hmm
So what would you say about not taking things personally in business? What is
Yeah,
your advice on that?
I mean, taking it personal for what? Like you said, is business. Like we don't have to do nothing but work. That's all we doing right now. We just working. Ain't nothing to take personal. You don't know what that person is going through. You don't know what that person went through that day. You don't know what that person's going through with their baby mom or baby father or their kids. You don't know what's going on. So to take it personal doesn't really make any sense.
Yeah,
hmm
I agree because I had to learn that. I had to,
I tell her.
I had to learn
So
because
you
it was
had
a
to learn.
process. Yes,
You had to
because
learn
I
how
was
to
like,
stop taking
hold
things
on, what?
personal.
I can't. It'd be certain things I would take personally. Other things I'd be like, Patrice, calm down. It's not really that serious. And people,
And then when you do your own events, sometimes I like you just realize like people just want things a certain way. Like they want it done a certain way. It's not
hmm
nothing they taking personal. They just want it to look a certain way. That's all it is. They have a vision in their head, and you're the one that's trying to bring the vision out. And if it's not right, then it's just not right. It ain't nothing to take personal.
yeah. So now let's get into our next topic, which is interviewing.
hmm
We already talked about the fact that how you got started was with Urban Expression
hmm
as an intern
hmm
working on their website.
hmm
So what are some tips on interviewing?
The first tip I tell people is to basically have a conversation. Have a conversation with whoever you're interviewing and know who you're interviewing. Like if you got to do a little research and do a little research, ask questions that even if you know the answer, still ask them because you don't know who's watching the interview. So
Mm-hmm.
make sure you ask everything, and don't be nervous. You ain't got to. Don't be nervous while you're doing the interview because the person you're interviewing is probably more nervous than you are because they don't know what you about to ask them. So ain't no
Yes.
point in both of y'all sitting there being nervous. Like, yeah, don't be nervous. It's, that's those are the I think the three best things I can give anybody that's doing an interview.
And I'm gonna add to that being comfortable too.
Oh yeah, yeah, be comfortable. Yeah, absolutely be comfortable. Um, yeah, and just and put yourself into the interview. Bring yourself. Because like I said, you can watch a lot of interviews. You can watch the Breakfast Club. You can watch whoever do interviews. Like, why are they watching yours? Like artists do interview. Like when they album come out, they probably do like 30, 40 interviews in like a month. And
Mm-hmm.
people asking them the same exact questions over and over and over again. And you go on YouTube and you can see it. Oh, Meek Mill got interviewed by
Yes.
this and this and this and this and this and this and this. Why are they going to click your interview?
Yeah. Because I'll be like, I don't want to watch something that. That's why it's important to do your research,
hmm
especially when you're interviewing somebody, because that's something that I'm learning now too.
hmm
Like, not only do I want to talk to the person so I can get to know them, because there are some people I did not know. Like I was telling you, I was like, I don't really know you like that, but I act like I know you, but I really don't. So
She
I
said,
had
I
to
act like I
kind
know
of,
you.
because when I meet people, it's just like, okay, you meet me, you my friend now. Depending on the person. Depending on
hmm
the person. But it's just like I need to know more so I know what to ask. Because I don't want to be like everybody else where you're asking the same old question that everybody else done asked. No, I want to know. Because when people are doing an interview, I want them to see that person. I want to see them to see the person I'm interviewing. I want them to get to know the person I'm interviewing so they can either see themselves in that person or at least educate themselves in some way, whatever's coming out that person's mouth.
Right.
Thank you all for watching When Models Talk with RocSTarP. Tune in to part 2 of When Models Talk with RocSTarP. Talk to you guys soon. Have a great day.